Is a real estate investing mentor right for you? Hi, I'm Phil Pustiovsky with FreedomMentor.com. I'm a full-time real estate investor, real estate mentor to many of the market-leading, most successful real estate investors across North America, best-selling author of the book, How to Be a Real Estate Investor. My YouTube channel is the #1 channel for real estate investing in the world. And in this video, I want to help you get a better understanding of whether or not it's worth the money and the energy to go towards getting a real estate investing mentor versus just doing things on your own. And I'm going to use the analogy of fishing. Specifically, I am here in the Florida Keys, and I have just paid $700 for a fishing guide for 1 day of fishing. And you may think that's crazy, but that's part of the video, part of this training. And I'm going to share more about why I did that and why I think it's a bargain. But it also depends on what it is that I'm doing. So, I would say that for most real estate investors, we really have three different categories. First, we have the person that becomes a real estate investor by default. Maybe they inherited a property, maybe they had bought a previous property, moved into a new one, and now they need to fix up the old one. And they're now having to do something that involves real estate investing, but they never really planned on it, okay? And then the second type would be somebody that does want to be a real estate investor. Maybe they want to do one deal a year. Maybe they got just done watching an HGTV show and they're really inspired to do their first flip. And then we have the third category, and those are people that really, truly want to be successful. They want to do a lot of deals, they want to make a lot of money, hopefully become financially free, with real estate being their ticket to that financial freedom. So, for the first group, the ones that are by default, I'm going to compare that to, say, fishing off a dock with some live bait. You don't need any real help, there's no real technical experience needed. You know, maybe you're fishing with your kids or something, and the right way to do that is you get the bait and you just go fish off the dock. You don't need a whole lot of help. You don't need to go spend a bunch of money on a guide. That's not necessary. The second example would be where you do want to go fishing in an exact spot and you do want to catch fish, but you want to do it on your own, right? And so maybe you're going to rent your own boat, you're going to rent your own equipment. Maybe you'll go to the bait shop and you're going to ask them what the best place to fish is. And they're going to give you their tips and whatnot. And so then it's going to kind of be out on your own when you actually get out in the water to figure out if it's actually going to work. And I compare that to hiring a real estate agent to help you find a home to flip. Because ultimately they get paid when you buy the house, and then you're kind of on your own after that. So it's kind of like at the bait shop, right? You buy some equipment from the bait shop, you buy some lures, you buy some hooks, you buy some equipment, and then you're kind of out on your own. And then there is where you get your own real estate investing mentor, or where you are fishing with a guide. It's going to cost money, and so it's a big decision to make. But here's why it makes so much sense for those people that are serious about going out there and doing a lot of deals and being successful in real estate investing. And here we go. So you're going fishing. What's the first thing that you need to get right? Where to fish, right? You need to make sure you are fishing in an area where there already are fish. Just like when you're looking for good deals, you need to be looking in the place where they already are. Did you know that 95% of the fish in the ocean is contained in just 5% of the areas? So you've got to pick the right spot. Now, you might be able to find that out on some forum, right? We're internet age, so you can kind of Google where's the best spot to go fishing. You could definitely do that. However, that's just the beginning, isn't it? So just because you know where the fish are, you might, and things can change on a dime, whether it be tides, whether it be the weather, and whether it be the time of year. Assuming all that's correct, you're just getting started. You need the right equipment. You need the right reels, the right line, the right lures, the right presentation. All that plays a role too. And what if you've gotten all that right? You then have to get that fish to bite. Did you know that 60% of all real estate transactions never get to closing? 60%. And the better the deal, the more likely the deal falls apart. That's the same with fishing. The bigger the fish, the more likely it is to get off your hook. So there's so many things that are involved in getting to the point where you actually catch a fish. And so for me, I've got a limited amount of time. If I'm going to come down here to the Florida Keys, I want to get on some fish. I want to catch them. I want to have a lot of fun. But I want to do it right. And that's why I'm paying $700 to a guide to get it right. Because you know what? He's in this every single day. He's watching trends, he's seeing things going on, and he knows how to get me on fish. Plus, he's a little stressed in the beginning because he wants to make sure that his client actually catches a fish. Think about a real estate agent. Once you buy the house, they're done with you. Good luck. If you make money, great. If you don't, I mean, ultimately, do they care? Maybe a little bit, but they care more about hopefully being able to resell and getting another commission. Whereas if you're working with a real estate mentor, especially someone like me who's passionate, they really care about you closing deals and making money. So it's a whole different level. So the people that a real estate investing mentor don't work for is ones that don't want to be at that level. Don't spend your money. Don't go through the process of trying to find one that's going to fit for you. Instead, just, do that one little deal you're going to do. Maybe you go online and you search online. Maybe you read a couple of books, watch some DVDs, get a little bit of education. But if you want to take it to an entirely new level, if you want to become financially free from real estate investing, it's mandatory. You have to have a real estate investing mentor. Now, I'm a little bit biased. I think we have the greatest real estate investing mentoring company that's ever existed in the history of this industry. We have an extraordinary track record of transforming people into money-making machines. You can learn more about that at freedommentor.com. Check out our apprentice program. There's a tab that says apprentice. Learn all about it, check it out, see if it's for you. And we go through an interview process, so it's difficult to get in. But if you can get in, we are game changers. We're on the cutting edge of this stuff. We're 2 steps ahead. And to go out there and try to compete with one of my people, good luck, because we are at the forefront of what's going on out there. That's the same of trying to go fishing and compete with a guide. There's no way you're going to beat them. They're going to get their clients on fish more consistently, bigger fish, more fun, quicker, faster, easier, because that's what they do. It's a perfect analogy. I mean, real estate investing is so similar to fishing. You're looking for great deals. You then got to get that seller to sign that contract. You got to get it to closing. You got to do everything right. And so often it's the little details. Like I was just fishing with the guide here and I had casted about 10 feet in the wrong direction and he recorrected me. And when I cast it exactly where he wanted me to put that, boom, I was on a fish. I mean, it's the little things and they make huge impacts in your overall profit. All right, well, I hope this video has helped you tremendously with getting a better understanding of when it makes sense to have a real estate investing mentor and when it makes sense to not even worry about it. Well, I'm Phil Pustiovsky with freedommentor.com. Grab a copy of my book, How to Be a Real Estate Investor. If you want to be a part of what we're doing and want to be a part of my apprentice program, head over to my website, check out the apprentice tab. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, just put them just below this video. I try to carve out time out of my schedule to check those out. And I'm going to get back to fishing.